Hello everyone, Vanguard of Valor here, and welcome back to another episode of Dwarf Fortress. Now, we got our vampire problem all sorted out recently. It's time to move on to some other problems. Now, for one thing, we've got some unfinished buildings going on here. For example, our archery range has no archery targets in it. If we go down lower, we can find that our hospital is woefully under-equipped. If we go even lower than that, we can find that our mines don't really exist. They stop directly below our bedrooms. So we have a lot of work that still needs doing. A lot of incompleted tasks here. Our dining hall is still woefully uncompleted. We have nowhere near enough bedrooms here for all the new dwarves who have joined us. So there are some problems here in our fortress, and those definitely need to be dealt with. We're going to start with a couple quick things here. First of all, though, if we check our supplies menu here, we see we're getting low on food, but have lots of drink. So what we're going to do is, we're going to go back into the menu, up to the very top floor, and stop our alcohol production for now. We'll have to come back in and turn this on later, but this way we'll actually be able to accumulate some of our mushrooms and won't immediately be turning them all into drinks. If we head back down below, we should be able to do some of the other things we'll need to start doing. We're also going to build a new workshop to start off today, so we'll go to the build menu, hit W to build a workshop, and we're going to be building an ashery with Y. So our ashery is going to go here. There we go, with chert blocks, barrels, and buckets. That's what we need to build one. And beyond that, I don't think we need any of these other workshops at the moment, so we'll leave it as that. Now, we also will need to notice that we have no dwarves who can build this. So we'll go to our dwarf therapist. At least I don't think we do. We can check if we have any with lime making or potash making, but we have... Marak can do it. Right now they are set to plant gathering and wood cutting, though. Is there anyone else who can do it? No, it doesn't look like it. Well, we'll let Marak do it, and we'll also set... Robert, you can do it as well. Your current job is a no-skill armoring, which you're going to be doing later, but for now you're going to be doing lime making, because that will be important later on. So we'll commit those changes, jump back into the game, and get that working. So, once that's happening, we should be able to work on a couple other important things that need to get done here. So, we will put that back into life, and actually what we're going to do next is we're going to come upstairs to our barracks area and build those archery targets. So we go into the build menu again, we hit capital A for archery target, and we can place them directly. So we'll place them at the end of this room. There's one. We will build it out of chert, I guess. We could use chert blocks. Why not? We'll make it out of chert blocks. There's one. We'll hit capital A to build another one, and build them right side by side. Again with chert blocks, if we can. Do we not have any more? Oh, there they are. They just got moved. Chert blocks, capital A, selected. Again, select the blocks you want. Build it. A little bit tedious, but this is how we get these things completed. Now, once we have all 5 of them in place, we'll need to set them all as archery targets, rather as part of a military training item. Otherwise, they won't be used. But this will let our archers actually train up their skills. So, if we check our military squads, our squads all have 5 people in them, so whichever archery squad is active at any given time will be able to use them, so that shouldn't be a problem. Once that gets built, that'll be good. It should happen fairly quickly, because our team should be able to get in there quite rapidly and construct those buildings, and that should be good. Now, we have... Oh yes, lack of seeds. That's always a problem. We need some plant fibers in order to make our hospital be able to deal with wounds much better. We need soap as well. We need this ashery to be built so we can do some things with that. In the next stage, what we're actually going to do, since there are so many things we can do simultaneously here, we are going to go down into the mining area and start expanding this as well, whilst we wait for those things upstairs to be done. So what we're going to be doing here is we're going into our build menu with designate, hit I for up downstairs, and place them directly underneath the main part of our building. Now, we're not going to go straight down here. We're going to put a little side passage here, over to this way. Either direction is fine. We're going to go off to the right. And we'll build another up-down stairway. Now, the reason we're doing this is we want to have a little space here, just in case we wind up coming across a cavern or something potentially dangerous and are tunneling downwards. Because if we're not prepared for it, when we accidentally come across something, they might have a free reign into our fortress. This gives us an area that we can fill with traps or whatnot, which will give us an easy way of defending the internal areas of our fortress. Now we're going to tunnel downwards a little bit, so we're going to go down, let's see how many floors we're going to go down. How about that many? That should be good. That gives a good depth below ground. We are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 layers lower. So that's good. And now, oops, from this one, we're going to designate out some channels. And by channels, I just mean hallways. Now, we're going to designate them out nice wide hallways so we can get a good taste of what's on the floor. This is definitely not the best way to do your strip mining. It's just how I tend to do it. You miss large areas of the ground doing this, but it's better than nothing. So we're going to make sure we come all the way across here. But there's one little thing to keep in mind. You never go right to the edge. If you go right to the edge, it makes that tunnel a passage off of this area of the map and into the next one, which means that things can migrate into your fortress that way. You can get horrifying things like forgotten beasts coming in. You can have any manner of things sneaking in off the sides of your map. If they don't quite cover the edge, though, that can't happen. So never, if you can, slice off the edge of the map. This way gives you that nice full range, you can find lots of goodies in there, and you don't risk accidentally getting invaded through your mining tunnels. So, we'll let that run for a bit. They should dig through there pretty quickly since they do prioritize digging down. Something happened, but I don't see what it is. What has it just happened here? I don't know what happened. Apparently we're just looking at that floor now. So we can see our mining dwarves will dig their way down there fairly quickly, so we'll come and check up on them in a bit. Now, we're also going to need to deal a bit with our beds problem, because we have way more dwarves than we currently have bedrooms. So that's not so good. We need to get some more beds built with all of our wood. We do have a fairly hefty supply now, so we'll come here to our carpenter's workshop. We have barrels being made, but that's good. We can stop those now. We're going to make some bins, and we're going to make some beds. So beds with B, repeat. We'll go over the workshop again. A, we're going to make bins, which I believe is J. I'll need to find them here to make sure, though. Oh, bins are N. Bins with N, and hit R for repeat, and that will let us stockpile smaller things. Things that aren't exactly like, our artifacts that we've made, things like this crown, bits of fibers and whatnot that can all be put in bins. So that'll help store things a little bit neater, and that will be good. Has our archery been built yet? It does not look like it has. No. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back into our menu here, into Dwarf Therapist. We're going to find the people we've given those jobs. So our new lie maker, for example, Robert Ware. Robert Ware, you are no longer allowed to do hauling labors until you are finished making that building. So commit those changes. Good. He should come in there and finish that archery in no time. Now he has no other jobs to do, and that will be good for us. Now, our dwarves in the hospital may not survive right now. It's not looking particularly good for them at the moment, just because we do not have the things to heal them or any soap to keep them free of infection. Also, one of our horses died, but that's fine. We have no pastures or anything marked, so there's nowhere for them to go and eat. It's unfortunate, but it will give us some more meats that we can use for things, and it will also give us some fat, which we should be able to turn into useful things soon. Once that archery gets built, we'll be one step closer as well. So that's good. Now, these guys should start making those bins and beds. We have a whole bunch of beds in here already, actually, so I'm going to place them down before I forget. So we're going to build beds with B and B again, place them in the bedrooms. We have plenty, so we can fill out the bedrooms we currently have, and people should start claiming them soon, and if not, we'll come in and assign them, which is also just fine. So, stick all those things in there, and we will, oops, out of beds. Okay, keep making some more, and we'll be able to fill out more of our bedrooms. We also need more doors. Do we have any more of those at the moment? Let's check. We have plenty of doors, but not quite as many as I would like. So we'll keep building in our doors, and that should keep our population busy. They are all pretty busy at the moment anyway, but this should keep them more busy. And we have one more. That'll do. Okay. So get those doors in place. Good. Lots of stuff going on here. Sheesh. Whew. So if we go upstairs, I believe they've now got that horse dealt with. So if we come back down again, has the archery been built yet? Doesn't look like it has. Come on, dwarves, work with me here. Our soap maker's workshop, we do not have any of the things we need to make soap yet. We still need... yes, we still need the buckets. So we need to make more buckets if we want to be able to use this, because we need buckets full of lye as well. We need our archery, and we need all kinds of things. Let us come into the carpenter's workshop, cancel that. Instead of making bins right now, I want you to make some more buckets. So make some buckets with E, make a couple of those, and then we will make ourselves our bins again with N, and set those to repeat. So once he makes a couple buckets, he'll start making bins again, which is all we need. Good. And actually, I'm going to come over here to our table maker, cancel the table job, the bed maker, this carpenter, cancel him making beds, get him to make 2 tables first with T, I believe, yes, 2 of them, and then back to making beds on repeat, because we want 2 more to finish up this row in our hospital. We're also going to start wanting to make traction benches, but I think we need more chain and stuff before we can start making those. So that's fine. It is now raining outside, which is also fine. not all of our archery targets have been built yet, which is unfortunate, but we're going to turn the ones that have been built into archery ranges. So we'll extend this up to there, and say done. We'll make each of them an archery range so that everyone can use the separate ones and assign them to the different groups. So we'll reach these up to the top, there we go. Make an archery room, size room, up to the top, there we go. Once this actually gets used, we'll be able to set those ones as well. Now we also want to assign a shooting direction for them. We want them to shoot down to them. So the shooting direction is D. I believe that's how we do it. Do we have to do anything else here for that? Ah, there it is. It is changing. From left to right we want W. S rather. From top to bottom. Give them all S, so they'll shoot from up at the top of the room rather than trying to shoot sideways, so that's not going to work. Tell them to shoot from over here. And that should be good. Now what we're going to have to do next is assign it to the different groups. I believe Tin Virgins and Courageous Syrups are our archery squads, so we're going to assign it to them. Ooh, I'm not sure. Oh, I see what happened. I have to remember to use the right buttons for this. So Tin Virgins can use this area for training. They can use it for... I believe that's it. That's all we really need them to be doing in here, because there's no beds. So we'll set both of those squads to use this room for training, and as such for the others as well. So there we go. They're all using these for training, training, training. Good. Now they will use those archery targets, and we'll actually train their archery skill. So that'll be nice once that actually starts to happen. I believe we have a goblin trapped in here. Let's double check this. Who is in this? It's a goblin cage. Yes, excellent. So we need to get him moved out of the way at some point. Although that cage has already been replaced. I'm not entirely sure why they haven't moved him. But that's fine for now. I'll just leave him there for now. Have we got our archery yet? No! Why don't you guys want to build this thing? Why not? You have no other jobs to do. Why will you not build this? The potash maker here has literally... I'm going to take off your armorer job for the time being. Just go make it. That's all you have to do. All you have to do. Please, thank you. Okay, so let's go check up on our situation downstairs as well. Looks like our beds are all in place, so that's good. Check on the situation down in the mining tunnels. Ooh, get some interesting things here. What do we have? What is this? We have gabbro. That's unfortunately just stone, I believe. Unfortunately. Well, it looks like there's not a whole lot found down here yet. We might be able to find some minerals sooner or later. I'll leave these guys to keep digging. What is this? Can we check what qualities it has? I do not believe we can. Can we view this? Can we get a description of it? This is this is gabbro. Oh, thanks. Okay, it looks like this is just stone. I don't think we can make anything out of that. That's unfortunate. Hopefully if they dig up the whole area, they might be able to find something useful. If not, we'll have to go deeper. We'll have to go deeper. That's what us dwarves are all about. So, what do we have? Some migrants have arrived. Fantastic. Let's see just how many we've got with our dwarf therapist. We'll read our dwarves, and it'll tell us how many are in our new group. Is that it? There's one? Read dwarves. No, okay. that was a bit strange. So we've got some dwarves in here now. We got a whole other wave of 14 new dwarves. So I'm not going to rename them now. I'll rename them at the end of the episode, and at the beginning of the next I'll show you who we've got. But what do we have here? We have some interesting looking dwarves. We have your child, okay. Get out of there. You have skill with siege engineering. I'm not sure how useful that's going to be at the moment. You are a tanner and farmer, as well as a milker. Also not the most useful. Ingiz is a child. Maffol can do... what? Fish dissection? Not sure how useful that is either. Mebsbulf can't do anything. He's a child. Mistum can do farming, brewing, cooking, and spinning. Those are pretty decent. Mosus is stone detailing. That's nice. We actually have a skilled stone detailer now. That's always nice to start out with. What do we have? A lime maker. Good. Maybe you'll actually build this thing instead of Robert Ware over here. I'm just going to put back on armor because he's not doing his job anyway. We have a designated lime maker, so that's good. Mosus is a dyer, a plant processor, and a cheese maker. Okay. Shorast, leatherworking. Stint, that is a crossbow maker. That's good. We have some crossbow making skill now because we're going to want to make a whole bunch of those. That's handy. Stukos can do animal care, hunting, and small animal. He's a hunter. Excellent. We'll keep him for sure. That's always good. Tirist does stone crafting, clothes making, and glazing. That's fine. And Urdim does just stone crafting. Not the best in these new skills, but there are a couple good dwarves in there. Military abilities. Ooh, we have a whole bunch of them. We have a couple new Marks dwarves, so that's good. We can turn one of them into our replacement for Lovebat in the Marks dwarf squad. And a lot of them are good dodgers. We have a bunch of axe dwarfs, hammer dwarves. That's pretty good. Anybody interesting social skills? No. That's fine though. Excellent. So we actually have a couple good things in here. I'm going to go through the laborers and give them some new jobs, and then we'll be right back. So I'll see you in a Alright, so we've made a couple quick changes in here. We can check some of the dwarves here with skills. A deal can now do plant processing and gathering, as well as his siege engineering, rather. Here we have another dwarf who is keeping their original jobs. Tanning and farming is good, but I've taken away their ability to milk because I don't want them doing that at the moment. Maful here is our new soap maker, because apparently none of our dwarves actually had that skill, and we're going to want it soon. Mebzuth here is a child, so they have nothing still. Mistem kept their original job. Mosus also kept their original jobs. He changed cheese making for plant gathering. Shorast is now a woodcutter as well as a leather worker, because it's not a job that's going to be taking up all of his time. Stinthad is keeping crossbow making because we're going to need that. Stukos is keeping the hunting jobs because that's amazing. Tirist is keeping their original jobs because that's fine. And Urdim is adding wood burning and wood crafting to their skills. So I'll rename those guys to you guys sooner rather than later at the end of this episode, and we will keep moving. So let's get back into the game here. Once they join our fortress, things should be lovely. Excellent. Get on in here, guys. We got a nice hall waiting for you. Except now we need more rooms, don't we? Yes, we do. Okay, so these people are joining our fortress. Excellent. Nothing else has happened recently to cause us problems. We do need a lot of mining to get done, though. So let's drop down below and see if we found anything interesting down there. We haven't gotten any notifications about it. We'll just take a quick check of what they've seen. It looks like they're just digging out the gabbro at the moment, which is fine. It gives us stone to work with, but it's not exactly what we wanted at the moment. So we'll pop back up to the top level and see if we can't do anything else about this. Do we have any more doors being built? If we go check our stone crafters, what are they doing? Mason's Workshop is not doing anything. So we'll get them building some more. Can we build a traction bench here? No, we cannot. So we'll get, that's mechanics, of course. We'll come in here and we'll get them to build some doors. Get that on repeat because we have plenty of stuff to make doors with. We'll come into our mechanics workshop and see if we can't make some traction benches. We can make a couple of those. Let's make 3 for the time being. We'll place in some more things. We're going to build in the tables that we built for this area to finish off our hospital. So that'll be good. We have 2 completed. We can place them both. Drop back down to our beds area. We're going to build some more beds. We should have enough to fill out this area, and we're going to need to dig out some more rooms soon. But for the time being, this should be fine. Dig out, place in some more beds. Good. That'll do. Can we place in some more doors? No, we don't have any more doors yet because we just started to make them, of course. Now, if we come up to here again, we can check our soap maker's workshop. Can we make some from tallow? No, we cannot. We need our ashery built still. Come on now, game. Cooperate with me a little bit here. Get our dwarves a-moving. Get things working again. Excellent. Have we finished these yet? Ah, there's another one completed, and there goes the final archery target. Excellent. So these should be getting finished soon, which is great. Then our dwarves should actually be able to train their archery. I may need to do a little bit of research to double check how we can get them to train their archery specifically, rather than having them training other things, or just training in this room rather than training in here with the bow. But that shouldn't be too hard to figure out. Also, there's something pretty interesting here. We'll pause the game momentarily. These 2 guys here are probably dueling right now. And we can check that by checking reports. If we check reports, yes, we can see that Jake Cable and Logan are sparring. If we go into here, we can hit enter to view the fight, and we can actually see how they're fighting. We can see that they're charging each other. The militia commander jumps away. They're training their dodging ability. That they're punching each other. They're hitting each other. They don't have any weapons at the moment, I don't think, so they're just using hand-to-hand combat. But they are getting better at doing things like dodging, countering, charging. All of these abilities are getting trained while they train here, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool. So we can see all of those things actually happening as we check, which is neat. So let's hop back into this game here. We're still complaining about our lack of thread. I'm not entirely sure why I can't get any thread here. I have a bunch of people trying to gather these things, but apparently it's not working. So that's unfortunate. What we are going to do, though, is we're going to hop back down in here. These guys are not doing the best. And we have our... What are those buckets doing in here? Someone must have brought them water in a bucket and then just abandoned the buckets on the floor. Not exactly what I had in mind for those buckets, but whatever. If it's better than nothing, it's better than nothing. Is our ashery built? Yes, it looks like it actually is built. I can't get my mouse on it, but there we go. Rather, the cursor on it. Add a new task. We're going to make some lye here. Now we're going to make some lye a couple times. We have plenty of wood. We need this lye to do some other important things. So once that gets made, I'll just make a whole set of 10 of it, and that should be fine. I don't really want to set it to repeat because they'll use all of our wood, but that will give us some... Oh, we need some ash first. Of course. We need to burn the wood to get the ash, to get the lye. So let's come back in here and try again. We need to get a wood burner shop. Do we have one of those yet? I thought we did. Maybe we don't. Oh, it's so disorganized. I apologize. It's so easy to get distracted in here and do things wrong. Do we not have a wood burning shop? Do we not have a furnace of some kind? Maybe we don't actually have what we need here. I thought we did, though. I was fairly certain we had everything we needed. Wood... I don't see it, though. Maybe it's not actually in the list. Well, that's not good. I was looking to burn some woods, but I don't see any wood to burn. Is it a different building? I might have to go double check this now because I'm feeling fairly silly. What was I... Where does that happen? I thought we burned them in a specific workshop. Do we have one here? I apologize for the delay, folks. I was under the impression the ashery is where you made the ash, but that obviously is not the case. Okay, well, we're going to need a different building to do this, otherwise we're going to be stuck here. People are still building things, though, which is good. We have a lot of doors and stuff here on the go. But unfortunately, we can't seem to do what I was looking for. So I'm going to be right back. We only have a little while left in this video at this point, I think. Another 5 to 10 minutes. But I'm going to go figure out where you actually do the wood burning, because for some reason I can't find it, and we'll get back into this. Alright, found it almost immediately after leaving. Let's get this working. So we go into building. This time we're not building a workshop, we're building a furnace. That was the problem here. Furnace is directly below here with E. So build a furnace and a wood furnace is what we're looking for. I'm not sure why I didn't see that earlier. We're going to need a wood furnace and a smelter later on. So we'll build our wood furnace over here and place it down. We'll make it out of quartzite, sure, and we're probably going to want to build out some more. So what we're going to do is we're going to get our designations tool out again and expand this room a little bit. We're going to expand it by another 4 spaces, I think. 1, 2, come on, 1, 2, 3, 4, up to this corner. That didn't work at all. Why is this not, there we go. Why is it not designated to mine, dang it? There we go. So that'll do it. That'll give us a little bit more room to add in some more buildings in here, and that'll be great. Now, set this to resume. Once we have our wood burning place, then we'll actually be able to burn some wood to make the ash, to make the lye, to make the soap. Whoo-wee! But once we have the soap, we'll be able to get our dwarves nice and clean. Everyone likes being clean, so that'll be nice. And we'll actually be able to make some progress as far as keeping our dwarves a bit healthier goes. So that's important. Silly furnaces hiding in a different menu, so I forget about you. Now, it looks like that is being designed right now by our architect dwarf, so that's good. It'll probably just need a little bit of construction after that, unless he actually has wood-burning skill, in which case he may actually be building it right now. Looks like he did. Fantastic. Nicely done. So, we're going to come in here and use our wood furnace to burn some wood. Add new task, make some ash. Now, charcoal is also good if we need to start using, make some ash here. That'll do for now. If we need to start using our smelters and whatnot to create iron ores or metal ores or what have you, we're going to need charcoal to actually run them. But for now, we don't have any of that problem because we haven't been lucky enough to actually find any of those things, unfortunately. So this will do for now. Now, whew, hopefully we'll be able to get our ash going. What's this? Somebody get shot in here? Did somebody get shot in here, really? What's all this? Oh, lovely. That doesn't look good. I think someone got shot in there. They're probably going to be in the hospital soon. Lovely. Okay, well, let's just check that. Someone in the hospital? No? What is all that markings on the floor and stuff? Reports. I don't see anything having happened. Well, I hope nothing bad happened there. I can't really tell at the moment, but it could easily have happened. So, we've dug out the extra space, which is good, and Axberg has died of thirst at long last. I'm sorry there, Axberg. You did go crazy after we weren't able to supply you with enough bones. You will be remembered, my friend, just like our vampire brethren. So let's get you a... not just like the vampire brethren, they were pretty terrible. Let's get you a nice grave marked out. Do we have these supplied for use? I believe they're all used... No, they're not in use, any of them. Let's mark these for use. Use for burial, yes. We're going to allow citizens, but not pets. So yes, burial, pets, no. B for burial, rather. P for pets. Just mark all of these quickly, and then they will be good to go. Scooch over to this one. We want to make sure that they're all available, but that we don't want pets buried in them, because then we'll have a ton of cats in our gravesite, which is not exactly what we need. So, there we go. That will mean that Axberg, our first regular dwarf to be killed in our fortress, has himself a lovely grave. There we go. This is the resting place of Axberg. our good friend, our farmer. I'm sorry you had to go so soon, but believe me, you will not be the last, unfortunately. So, we have some ash being made here, hopefully. Let's double check there. Yeah, we have some ash being made, so let's go into our ashery, turn that ash into lye. Yeah, oops, nope, cancel that one. All lies. Lies everywhere. So once we have those lye being made, we'll be able to make some soap soon. And that would be great. Funny thing, soap is one of the few items in the game that comes in a bar form, like iron and whatnot, that is not actually based on a metal. So, once that starts being done, we'll be able to get more stuff working, and then everything will be fantastic. We're going to probably need to build up some more of those soon, expand the bedrooms, come down here and check on our tunnels. We're still not finding any ores down here, which is not great. We might have to go a bit deeper, but that is, of course, what happens when you start looking for metals and whatnot. You actually have to look for them, which is fine. Do we have anything here, actually? No, it's just the turnover between gabbro and quartzite. Okay, well, we're coming close to the end of this episode now. We have done a little bit of progress here. We've expanded our bedrooms and whatnot. What just happened? What do we find? Is this more? Oh, is this a caravan? Ooh, a human caravan has arrived. Good. This will give us the ability to get some of those supplies we so badly need. Excellent. Is there anything else happening here? No, he ran out of ash. Okay, well that's fine. We'll come back down into our actual fortress, and we'll deal with them next episode. But before they get here, we have a quick little thing to do. We're going to go right down to the bottom floor here, and we're going to make sure that we have some soap being made. Make soap from tallow. We do have some tallow. It takes tallow, lye, and something else, I think. We probably won't be able to make that many of them, but we're going to try it anyway, because, hey, why not? Now we're going to need some more making lye happening. Lots of things need to be done here. But we'll get it all done eventually. Ton of beds here, which is good. A bunch of bins, which is good. We'll leave them building those things for now because we have a plentiful supply of wood, and we should get more from our caravan once they get in here. Whew, and here they are, coming right in. Well, we have a lot of stuff going on. We have our new caravan arriving, and we're going to be stopping this episode here for now. Thanks for watching, everyone. This has been Vanguard of Valor, playing through a bit of Dwarf Fortress. I do apologize. This episode has been slightly more disorganized than I normally try and do, but we're trying to do a lot of different things simultaneously, which gets a little bit confusing. Just a quick run over. We got our archery targets built here. We're expanding a little bit in our hospital, getting our soap production going with our wood furnace, ashery, and soap production workshop. We also have expanded a little bit into our bedrooms. We need to build these out later. And we have started mining downwards to try and find ourselves metals, which we're going to need to actually make what we're trying to do here. However, like I said, this is the end, so thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.